Hello, welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'll be your host today, Miss Noir. Feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. Please share your thoughts and opinions with me in the comment section below. Today, we will be exploring a Reddit post and seeing where it takes us. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Today's story is from r/relationships by Accurate Swimmer 326, who writes, "My husband keeps ruining my birthday. How do I tell him without starting a fight? It is my 41 female birthday today. My husband, 49 male, of 19 years, can be an asshole. I don't need anyone to tell me that. His garbage behavior is few and far between though. Most of the time, we get along, love each other. Sex is great and fairly frequent. He is very unselfish in bed, cleans up around the house, ready to jump in and do whatever needs to get done with the kids. Generally, a good husband with some bad qualities. The problem arises when we try to resolve conflict, and he is extremely defensive to the point it's aggressive. Hence my post. Last year on my birthday, I didn't tell him clearly enough what I wanted him to do while we planned the evening. He ended up snapping at me, then refusing to speak to me, and I ended up crying, driving myself and our kids to the trampoline park. That's where I wanted to go. I love it, he doesn't. This year, I was clear. I said I wanted to do the pool or another type of adventure park by us. Think Dave & Buster's, but also with a zip line. He said, "Oh no, don't plan anything. He has a surprise." While I was out running a quick errand with my daughter today, he told me to come home because the surprise was almost there. It was that he invited my mother over for the day. My mother and I aren't close. She is emotionally cold and distant to the point she can be rude to me, and he knows our relationship is unfulfilling at best and disappointing at worst. She will sometimes just pretend I'm not speaking and just start talking to someone else while I am mid-sentence. We don't spend time together, and my husband doesn't particularly like her either. And so far, he has spent the day giving us 20 minutes at the table having cake. Then he went in our hot tub, alone. Now he's downstairs playing some video games. I am stuck here with my mom, who will probably stay until bedtime. I feel like my day is ruined again. I'm seething mad. In all fairness to him, he bought me flowers and several pieces of Coach jewelry, even though I don't wear jewelry, which he knows. I feel like he threw money at it, invited my mom to babysit me, so now he can do whatever he wants. How do I bring this up without causing a raging argument? I feel angry and overlooked. I feel like I was handled and then bailed on. Please give me some blueprint for how to handle this. TLDR, my husband tries to do my birthdays his way, somehow escapes the day to do something else, doesn't listen to what I want, and it ends in tears. I want to broach the subject without it seeming like an attack. OP, happy belated birthday. Fundamentally, what you have described is that your husband is inconsiderate, disrespectful, and dismissive of you on your birthday. You minimize yourself by not communicating what is important to you so that you don't have to deal with conflict. It is an unfortunate parallel that you describe with your mother as well. You said that your mother will ignore you while you are talking to her. This is dismissive, disrespectful, and inconsiderate. I can imagine that you spent your formative years minimizing yourself and learning that your thoughts and feelings are not as important as other people's. The thing about being an adult is that even if we didn't create the problem, it is still our responsibility to deal with it. In this situation, I can only see two options for you. You either keep staying quiet and keep dealing with the disrespect and lack of consideration, or you face the possible confrontation and speak up for yourself. If you don't have the tools to communicate effectively with your husband, then it is your responsibility to get them. From my point of view, I don't understand why it would be hard for you to communicate with your husband of 20 years something that is important to you. But I can understand that if these feelings of unworthiness, for lack of a better word, stem from your childhood, that this can be a very emotional topic for you, and you may struggle to maintain your self-control. Do you have a friend or a family member that you can talk to and devise a strategy to communicate this concern with your husband? You could have a practice conversation with a friend, or you could write down your thoughts and feelings and have your friend make sure that you aren't being accusatory in the way you express yourself, or something like that. I am curious, though, about what the consequences are if you do end up fighting with your husband. Why is a potential fight with your husband so terrifying to you, that you have minimized your concern for 20 years? Is one fight with your husband going to break your marriage? It is concerning that you have spent 20 years with a person who you cannot express yourself to, a person who you are not comfortable enough with to talk about something that is important to you. To be honest, your ruined birthday is the least of the concerns here. The problem to me seems to be that you cannot run from the problem because you married it. Running from your disrespectful mother has caused you to run into the arms of a disrespectful man. There is a chance that this happened because you never faced the hurt and fear instilled in you as a child, and those feelings became familiar to you, and your husband's treatment of you felt familiar, which you likely interpreted as feeling right. And now you're married to the feelings that you tried to run from with your mother. Unfortunately, I think the sad truth is that you either face your fear of conflict and communicate with your husband and speak up for yourself, or you just continue to diminish yourself and deal with your husband's disrespect and lack of consideration. I'm sure I don't need to tell you, OP, life is not a fairy tale. There's no knight in shining armor coming to save you. It is your responsibility to save yourself, and if you aren't willing to do what needs to be done to save you, then you will forever be imprisoned in your own unresolved emotions. I hope you find the courage to communicate your concern with your husband, OP, and I hope you find the strength to stop diminishing yourself. I wish you the best of luck. Take care. Today's joke of the day is by 333 I Am Half Evil, who writes, "My wife and I were not prepared for a spontaneous trip to Pluto. We didn't plan it properly." That's a good one, 333 I Am Half Evil. Thank you for that. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you next time. I'm Miss Noir. Have a good day.